Cool. Hello and welcome. I'm the Restless Kaiser and I'm over here.
I'm James Workshop and I'm over here.
But together we are
Modeling for Advantage.
Woo! 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 So, Trenchfoot Frida.
Trenchfoot Frida.
Trenchfoot Frida.
Got two right feet.
We are still making progress
We are.
towards playing not Trench War. The Last War.
He's got it. Forbidden Sound, The Last War.
Forbidden Sound, The Last War, which is Morkborg the miniatures game.
Which is Morkborg, but converted into Forbidden Psalm and then converted into Weird World War One.
That's what we're doing. Axe and Axe, just a quick sort of out. Catch you later, lads. And Rich John was here before the show. Evening, my friend.
Hello.
And so, just bashed that. Between this show and the last one, James, you did a little bit of work.
I did, yeah.
You did some work.
We've done some trenchy bits.
Done some trenchy bits. We've
trenchy?
got loads more because I bought it all from Etsy. Real cheap.
Really cheap, yeah. The only issue with that being that we need to use 20mm round bases, which you don't have an issue with. And I'm stuck on somehow.
Yeah.
I've never used a base that small for any wargaming ever. I started on a 25.
Yeah.
By the Lord, I'm sticking with it.
Old one was on 20mm square.
Yes, you are correct. Which I don't think would fit here.
Very much in certain positions. Yeah.
So yeah, but the 20mm round bases we've got that are wood are beautiful. They're working fine. There's pretty much no spot in this that they don't fit in. And I've actually kind of come around to the aesthetic. And I'm actually going to lean into it a little bit because I'm going to do some of the enemy models, which I haven't even told you yet. So I'm going to start working my way through like the enemy models that are available. And
on a 20mm base.
The enemies are going to be on 25s, so that we know that they're not friendly models.
Right.
But they won't fit into the trenches.
But they won't fit in the trenches. Yeah. You might as well see them on 32s by that point.
Well, there's recommended base sizes in the book for all the different enemy types.
Because he provides standees in the back end.
Yeah, he does, yeah. So I'm going to follow the recommended base sizes.
Right. For the big monsters.
For the bigger monsters.
Right. Well, they're just going to have to lean on the...
We'll fight them in the open or they'll sit on top of it or something, yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So, this stuff I bought on Wish, not Etsy.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's the quantity you get for your money. It's decent. We looked at building this stuff in foam and things, and it's just like it's gonna be a hell of a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
And this I got a box full of it for about 50 quid. It is 3D printed, and what that means is there's lines everywhere.
Let me get that.
Oh, yeah. That's one of them sounds that probably drives some people crazy, isn't it? Given the fact that we're going to do a pretty rough and ready paint job on this, which would involve some heavy dry brushing,
yes,
we thought we'd probably have to do something. So you have treated them, Jay?
I have. Right. Let me go through it. So I've used automotive filler paint to start with.
Automotive filler.
Good old Canon Halford's beige. Which has gone on it. So I put it all over first, and then I've concentrated more on the mud piles to get the thing out of that. So there's like one coat over the whole thing, and then 3 coats.
And this is just like a spray with some sort of semi-solid material.
Yeah, it's kind of like you get spackle for the Americans. It's like filler that you would use at home,
right?
Except it's put into a spray paint and it's quite thin,
right?
So it filled it out okay. I got to the end of it and I wasn't super happy with it. So I put on some texture paste as well.
So on a car, you'd use this for covering a scratch and then you sand it down level?
Sort of. More like an uneven finish
that
you would then sand down level afterwards. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you can actually tell the difference because this one, I just used... Was it this one or the other? This one, I didn't use the automotive filler spray on it.
Yes. So this one's a bit more of a kind of concrete...
Yeah.
Type,
which does mean that there's still more layer lines on it, but I felt like that kind of fit the look of the model.
Be okay.
I thought it would be okay, but you can, if you can see closely enough, the sandbags look a lot better on this, and it didn't take very long. This was like 3 coats over an afternoon, so that was probably about an hour of mucking around with some
3 coats with the automotive filler.
Yeah,
right.
And then brown,
and it's actually given us like a mud texture.
That was the texture paste. Yeah,
it's not just cleaned up the thing. So. Presumably, for anyone thinking about using this for something else, it probably you'd have to sand it down if what you were trying to have was a normal straight face.
I think this was okay. I think this.
No, for
I
our
would be happy.
purposes. I mean, if somebody wanted to use that stuff on, say, a building,
right,
they'd have to sand it
most
after they
likely. Yeah. I mean, if I'd sanded between layers of the filler, it would look even better. I just didn't. I just kept going.
Right.
So, but I'm very happy with how it looks. I'm perfectly happy with how it looks.
Yeah.
And it looks a hell of a lot better than it did when I started.
I mean, if we wanted to be cheap, we could probably just paint the wood and the sandbags, but we're going to do a little bit more than that. We're not going to do a lot more than that. Which is why we've got some paints here. So, my first thought was just get some Daler and Rowney big brown paint and some yellow and white paint and mix it up and do gradually lighter.
Mm-hmm.
I realised that it could be months before we make some more of this, and therefore using a unique paint blend as a top coat dry brush is probably not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, we're gonna layer it. We're gonna use this, because this is widely available. It's burnt sienna.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bit redder than the mud there, so it's gonna provide some depth to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got this old tester pot of emulsion, which is called Milky Coffee, which will give us the light touch. The real lift on it is going to be when we paint the sandbags.
Yeah,
for sure. Because we're going to paint them in quite a light color deliberately. We're going to go with Rakarth Flesh, I think, and that's kind of the thinking there. How do we want? Yeah,
looks okay. It's an old one, but it still scans.
Kitchen towel, which I believe to be the superior medium for dry brushing. I don't know what other people's experiences are.
All these people talking about texture palettes. That's the new hotness.
Texture palettes is the new hotness.
Yeah. It's basically just some bits of a model that you stuck down. And then you know exactly what it's going to look like when you put it on the next model.
I see.
I'm sure they're great for people who care about what the model looks like when you're done.
Yeah. And I'm going to be like really pro about this because we're just going to take the paint straight out of the lid here, work it into the brushes. And I'm just going to take this end here and I'm just going to start.
Let's see what happens.
Putting it on pretty thick for a dry brush. So this is more, what I'm doing is more over brushing and dry brushing. And we're just doing the mud.
How thick you're going, so I can copy it. Yeah, that's fine. So there has been more progress on the game during that time as well. The models are, so my models are all finished. And
finished and painted,
base coated.
Nice.
And one of them is painted, which was Horace. Yeah, Horace the Blonde.
Oh yeah,
who is flawless.
Yes, he is a flawless human being.
Yeah, he is. So I've represented him being flawless. I'll show you a picture in a minute for those watching along. The way I've represented him being flawless is he doesn't have any mud on him. Like he's in a perfectly pressed uniform with polished boots.
Right.
And I've given him, so he pulled a World War II head out, so that he's got that proper German slick back blonde look to him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Am I doing this whole thing? Yeah. Yeah.
The whole thing.
The whole. Everything's being base coated.
I think so.
I can't see why not.
I think so. I think we want to get and then the other ones will be dry.
Yeah.
When we're doing that. Horace the Blonde. I mean, he looks like someone from a Nazi movie. Basically, he could be an Inglorious Bastard.
Certainly can. It doesn't help that they're basically the same uniform color from World War I to World War II. So,
yes, I think it's a little greener in World War II.
So I've lent less on the field green and more on a grey-green color. I got kind of into this.
Right. You did some digging.
Looking into it, yeah. So I started with the field
this is all new to you, World War I.
Completely new, yeah. Something I've never concerned myself with at any point. Let me have a quick look. How do I do that? It's just this one, isn't it?
What's this?
Change to look at the pictures.
Oh, you want to talk us through the pictures?
Yeah,
so if you hang on, I think that I think you might need to turn that off. The speaker thing. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I've never done this before.
I'm just a bit nervous that it might activate the microphone and the camera.
There it is. But now I need to go onto the other tab to actually change these.
To change them through, yeah.
Okay,
you want to talk them through the pictures while I do the work. I see what's going on.
Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'm going to move that there so I can see that it's working. Okie dokie. So this is my entire group of people, now do I actually remember their names? So that's Horace the Blonde. That's my German.
You was the voice over. He's that guy, right?
Yeah. That's Master Brumkowski, who is dumber than he looks.
Dumber than he looks. That is a great trait.
That's Trenchfoot Frida at the back, who I think I've got pictures of all of them. Oh, that's the wrong way. I've got pictures of all of them separately. So Trenchfoot Frida, I've even done muddy boots to show that she would have trench feet. So
right.
That texture.
So why she's got trench foot.
Yeah. That's Toot Sweet Wolfgang. The Flamer Man, who is French. I was saying this to you earlier. It turns out I just made the models exactly how I wanted to make the model. I was not thinking about bits, not thinking about anything except from what I wanted the aesthetic to be. And then I made one Russian, one German, one French, and one English.
Yes.
So now I have to learn all the uniforms. So this is the Toot Sweet Wolfgang, the French flamethrower. Then Trenchfoot Frida, Schnitzel the cat, who is massive.
Yeah, I think he might be metagaming me with that cat.
Yeah, we'll work out. I'm not metagaming you because I don't have anything to spend anything on weapons anymore. Because that was where all my spend money was.
The cat may be OP though.
We'll find out. It's very fast. And then Toot Sweet Wolfgang, and then Conscripted Blighty was the name.
Oh, that's why you're random Britisher.
That's my random Britisher, who I've modelled up with a cavalry lance, with a pennant, with a banner.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's cool.
It's probably my favourite model out of the lot. I really like that one.
I'm loving the improv armour. The model doesn't actually have armour.
Mm-hmm. You can get improvised armour is free.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
it's an equipment slot.
It takes an equipment slot. It's -1 agility, so it loses you 1 movement to take it, but it gives you +1 armour. So
we might all be modelled like that next game.
Conscripted Blighty does have improvised armor because he has the slot for it. He has an agility of -3 already.
So he moves virtually nowhere.
Yeah. I've just realised that giving him agility -1 by putting that piece of equipment on loses him an equipment slot. So I don't think he does have that improvised armor, because otherwise he can't carry his manuscript to do spells.
Because he's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
Because in this game, you're not a wizard, you just have spells.
You have a book that you read.
Yeah, and anybody could read that book.
He keeps his book very safe by putting it directly on the front of his armor.
Yes.
He's not the best put together. And so then I painted Horace the Blonde. So he doesn't have a saber yet, but he does have the pistol to start.
That's how you're intending to level him up.
That's how I'm intending to give him his equipment. And yeah, he's absolutely perfectly painted. The sword, they're called sword knots, it turns out. Like the tassels.
The tassels are called sword knots, aren't they?
Yeah, well, that's what my research led me to. And I don't know who or where or why, but this is an accurate sword knot for someone with the kind of off-white color and then the blue rings around it.
Right. I mean, they look like curtain.
They do, yeah. It turns out that different ranks had different types of knot as well.
Right.
So this is an NCO's knot.
Right.
Which would mean that he is probably a higher ranking NCO, something sergeant or above.
Yeah.
Whereas the ones that are completely closed off knots, they're officers' knots. The ones that look more like acorns, whereas this is open tasseled.
Right.
You
don't think he might be a warrant officer?
Potentially, yeah, it could be that high. But I don't know German ranks.
Well, they're neither of those. No, I'm just thinking the warrant officer equivalent. Because I'm just thinking you don't see that many swords.
You don't know. They seem to be for certain regiments and things a lot more than others. And how spanky the swords are is a whole thing as well. But there's like cavalry sabers and non-cavalry sabers. There's a whole rank and hierarchy thing they've got going on. This is the first of your soldiers. I don't know what your guys' names are. That's your leader man.
That's my leader man. He's called Leader Man.
In a bit of trench.
They do have names.
And then that's regular man. And then that's MG man.
Yes, because my other two characters, I'm looking for third-party models for.
Yes, yeah.
Which is a Russian Orthodox priest, although I might get by some kind of some kind of fantasy, Warhammer type preacher dude.
That could be fun.
I might do that. It's just because he came with a Russian name.
Mm-hmm. I do like the Orthodox priest. I think that's a great idea. As soon as you had that idea, I thought it was fun.
And the other one was a Scottish named guy who could only ever use a knife.
Yep. Yeah. So you need a kill.
Well, I very much have visions of Jamie from original Doctor Who, actually.
Right. Oh, you said at the time, yeah.
Yeah, which is what's he called? Fraser Hines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you'll be able to find something.
I'm pretty sure that like Black Tree does one.
Right.
But Black Tree, you can take 3 months when to get a miniature from Black Tree.
Right. Okay. You might be able to get a third party from somebody else.
Yeah.
In a faster time.
Not many comments tonight. We're all available to chat and everything, but because we're just painting.
Who did you have on last week?
Last week I did. Oh, you would have enjoyed it. It was a roundup from Dragon Meet.
Oh, fun. Okay. Yeah, that sounds
so
good.
Some of the people I'd met at Dragon Meet, including Will, but he was ill, so he couldn't make it. Yeah, it wasn't all the people I met at Dragon Meet, but it was the ones that were up for coming onto a live stream a few days later and chatting about it.
Yeah. That's good. I've watched the rerun.
Yeah, it's something. It's something. Like we've been to quite a few events recently, and it's always sort of like, well, what do we do? What do we do for the channel with that?
Yeah.
Kind of what's going on here, channel related.
And it's a two-handed to do interviews and stuff, really, isn't it? It's not something you can do easily on your own.
Yeah. No. And actually, what was the guy that was most interesting? He was from. I think his channel is called Pazoo.
Right.
He's new to YouTubing. He got the gig to cover the panels at Salute.
Oh,
and I think that was like the birth of his channel.
Yeah.
And I had a connection there or something. So he filmed all the channel, the panels at Salute. Anyway, he was saying he hired a stand at Dragon Meet.
Yeah.
And he had these like mocktails, which were fun.
Other potions.
Well, no, they were fit. It was Tizer, but in a cocktail glass with a plastic pineapple floating in it and everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Especially because everyone was pretty thirsty. It was like, well, actually, I can do a glass of Tizer now. But he was like really evangelical about the fact that like he would never do that again. In that he kind of thought, I'll give this a go. I kind of don't know what will come of it,
right?
And what have you. And really, he's like, I'm a wargaming channel. I was hanging out at a D&D show with a table, and for half the day, nobody came to talk to me.
Oh wow!
Okay, they did later.
Yeah,
when people wanted to sit down and so forth. But it's like, I absolutely would not do that again. And I'm so glad you've done that for me. So now, because I thought about doing that, but wondered what on earth would I do with the store.
Turns out not much.
It was kind of the problem that he was having. Really.
Yeah. I'm doing. You probably have. I'm doing the wood as well, though.
I was sort of doing it all, but I think the wood really needs another touch later.
Yeah, I think it will as well, but a base coat will.
No. Oh, look, we've solicited for comments and we've got some. Boom! What do we got? Jim's nice Christmas jumper. There you go.
You for a while,
does he actually have that fake moustache, or is that?
It's a 100% official fake moustache.
Official fake moustache, yeah. How far off a game do you think you guys are interested in seeing this played? That's an interesting question. Channel time is so different from real time. I mean, we do these videos once a fortnight.
Yeah.
So will we get a game? I think it's likely early in the new year. January, you'll see us perhaps even stream learning.
Yeah.
With the models we painted, and maybe when they're not even quite finished painted.
Yeah.
When we're at a stage where we've assembled most of the models, we're kind of ready to go, and it's looking a bit more like a game.
Yeah.
Because before we get too deep,
I think once we got the scenery going, we're a lot of the way there. You've got a couple models to go.
Yes, which I need to get.
Which you need to get.
Yeah, I definitely need to get them.
Yeah,
is a whole thing.
Got a bit flaked off there.
Oh, a bit
of that just to cover it. Yeah, I don't want to put a rush on it because I'm quite enjoying the process at the moment.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I cared about something that
I think that's it. But I think at some point in January we will do some kind of taster game when we're most of the way there. Mm-hmm. Before you'd actually see a video of us playing it on the channel, I think that's probably quite a long way off.
Mm. No, once we're ready, we're ready. I mean, we can use some of the World War II scenery you've already got going on. Like the ruined hamlet from Bolt Action would be perfect for this.
Yes.
So.
It's more about how many times you have to play a game before you want to lay out the board.
Oh, okay.
And things like that.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? How long before?
Yeah.
Before it's actually a game that's worth watching. Mm. And now
we'll be doing.
Need to be a lot more careful because this is quite bright.
Okay. So luckily, I've still got plenty of the previous colour on my brush.
Yeah, and there'll be a little bit of that with the first one, won't there?
Yeah. I might be being too light. I'm not really getting any on it.
All right.
Which again could be the previous brush. Previous colour.
The previous colour, yeah.
I struggle to say negative. One of the interesting things about this game is that to play the campaign mode, which is what I'm most interested in playing, as allies, which seems really interesting.
Like as co-op, not
as co-op.
Playing British or French.
Yeah, as co-op.
Yeah.
Is really easy because in theory, what you need for mission 1 is 3 soldier models. They have completely random equipment. Who cares? You need 3 other soldier models.
All right. Yeah.
However, there's a mechanic in the game which you use in every mission, which is that like hostiles turn up.
Right.
So those hostiles are anything from 3 rats to 2 werewolves or like some giant maggots or something like that.
But they are scaffolded. We don't start with 3 vampires.
You start with a completely random table, which could be any of the above, in sometimes quite surprisingly large numbers. The point being that by the time that they turn up in like a 6-turn mission, it's probably turn 5. Like they're just there to drive you off the table, basically.
Right.
You're probably not actually fighting them until you're pretty well equipped. However, because it's a random table, you sort of need to have all of them ready before the game starts.
Yeah.
You need to have loads of models prepared, which is probably why the issue they're trying to solve by putting the standees in the box.
Right.
So that you didn't have that going on. And again, it's a tabletop game, not a legal book. So you can just choose which ones it is that you want to have in earlier missions. But to play the game sort of as Lord Daltrey intended would be probably to have all of these things available.
Yeah.
So I'll work on having a bunch of them available, but not all of them.
So we can do some re-rolling if necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it includes all the way up to like the tripods from War of the Worlds basically turn up.
Sweet.
Which is great, but I'm struggling to find any models for them.
3D print.
Yeah, even 3D printed models. I'm struggling to find some that I sort of get on with.
Yeah.
So you're doing this faster and brighter than I ever will. I'm doing this in such thin layers. I need to get on with it.
Wait, you're using like a makeup brush, like a pro.
I can just put more on. But you're using whatever brush it was. That
I'm using a flat brush.
And you're going for it a lot more than I am. Yeah, so I'm not put off by it because we could avoid it, and you can use some models for multiple different things if you really want to. So there's three different sort of. Oh God, that's too much. There's three different factions of people who've gone weird. So you could use a lot of similar models for that. But it's like this is a group of cultists, this is a group of soldiers who've been dispossessed, and this is a group of literal ghosts. All of them are just soldiers.
Right.
The difference being that the dispossessed soldiers come with random gear, the cultists always come with the same gear, and the ghosts don't care what gear they have because they have other rules.
Because they attack by other means.
Yeah. So, I think we'll get on fine with it. Just got to try it. You've got a pretty deep library of models that we can use for a soldier.
Definitely.
So I did find that really interesting though, because I was sort of playing around with it a little bit, because they are completely random equipment drops, and the table is weighted so that you're more likely to receive crap equipment on the soldiers rather than like someone turns up with a heavy machine gun in mission 1 and completely screws you.
Right. Oh, so you roll on the table with a modifier?
So the table weighs a D100 table, but some of them are like 8 slots out of that D100 for man with club.
Right.
The armor, however, is completely random. So on Guerrilla Miniatures, I think it was, he did a game, and there was somebody who turned up in the first game with like a grenade on a stick that might blow them up, but they were also in full plate armor. So
this guy was hard to kill.
So basically, yeah, he wasn't killable, not meaningfully, because the way the armor works in this game is whatever your armor value is deducted from the damage that you would receive.
Right.
So in a game 1, where most of the stuff that you're doing is D6 damage, someone with -4 on all of the things that you can hit them with is going to be quite tough.
And carrying a deadly weapon.
And carrying a weapon, yeah.
You think I'm overdoing it?
I don't think so. I think I'm probably underdoing it.
So, I get XP commenting, when did this start?
Asking the wrong guy.
XP. Oh, is this something that's happening on the platform?
No.
That's that. I don't know, but I know YouTube has been always looking for ways to compete with Twitch and things like that.
Gamifying.
And so forth. So, yeah. Interesting.
You started work where? I've started a new job at a uni library and wanting to paint models and bring gaming into the community side of things. Any advice where I might get some cheap bits to get started? Cheap models. At a university library. So the cheapest way to get models would probably be to start a Warhammer club and get the box of free models that they'll send you.
Warhammer Alliance.
Yeah, as long as you like painting the same flamer guy over and over again, you'll be all right. You'll know more about it than I do. It depends on what you want to play, right? So certain companies like Victrix will give you a big old box of models for not much money, as long as what you want is Dark Ages.
You don't mean give, you mean sell.
Sell, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. You want to bring...
You're going to need to go over that. I spent all this time on it, and it's nowhere near as bright as yours.
I mean, what I do with my club at school is it's as often as possible is try and get start sets.
Mm-hmm.
The point about start sets is you usually get a bit of both sides.
True.
And there's usually instructions on painting and things like that. Yeah, I would say that is the way to go.
Or do a run around. Just like put some posters around the place saying, you got any crap old models that you don't want, I'll take them.
Yeah.
Because the uni's going to have a lot of people who've got a box of models sat around somewhere that their mum's probably going to bin in 6 months if they don't do something with them.
So, yeah. And then just in terms of cheap models, certainly wargaming models or historical wargaming models will tend to be a lot cheaper. I would. What would I say? I found in terms of running a club is you don't actually get very much done,
and
I find that very frustrating in that we have some stuff at this club I have at school that we've had for years.
Right.
One of the things that we so I had a bit of a deep dive into universal rule systems that run like skirmish games and stuff like that to try and play some things that are a bit different. So like Wily Games is one, and there's a few others.
Right.
And at school, the kids are really into Orientalism. They love Japanese, right? So I got a box of Warlord's Japanese Samurai and Ashigaru, and was like, let's have a go at this. Let's have a look. We spent 3 weeks, each of them to make 5 figures.
Yeah,
and these are experienced, well, in as much as a 12-year-old can be. These were people who played Warhammer, right? And have figures. They've built models before. They've painted models because I forced them to, etc. And in 3 weeks, they couldn't make 5 figures,
right?
Let alone paint them.
Yeah. How much time do you have for each one of those sessions?
An hour and a half tops.
Right.
Now, if your objective is hobby painting, hobby modeling, that's not a problem. In fact, you don't really want them to finish. Then you've got to find, then you've got to spend more money. But if your objective is to try and get them to do some gaming,
right?
Having a session where you're all going to do some painting and modeling. What I found also with that respect, it's like, we'll get all the kids in and we'll work on this bolt action army or whatever. And the problem I have with that is they'll want to paint it their own way.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I'm super confident that half the success of Space Marines is that you buy them and it doesn't matter how you paint them; they still look like Space Marines when you're done.
So
for resale, it does matter.
What the kids do with that is they just don't want to paint a Space Marine blue for the school force. And if they do, they want to. A kid who can barely paint will like reach into the box, find the Terminator captain, and half paint it badly, and then be like, "Yeah, that's not really helpful." To be honest, right?
What's next? You tell me. I'm the colour.
What do you think? I think it looks all right.
I think it looks great. It's an excellent start. Let's put a model in it.
You're going to put a model in it?
I'm going to put a model in it. I've got them with me and everything.
And then you forgot about where they were.
Oh, it's not on camera.
Oh, but now we have a problem about how we share a pot of Rakhar flesh.
Carefully.
You're putting in there. Look at that.
Look at him. Look at him.
They can't see him there.
Back here. Move that here as well. You still can't see anything.
Because he's in. Well, then that's the point about drab military colours, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to get seen on camera.
What? We've got one pot of Rakhar flesh here.
We do.
We can share. Can we?
I think we can share.
Can we share?
I think we know each other well.
We know each other reasonably well.
We can share one pot between us. Right. Well, just painting it on pretty slap down, really.
Yeah, but I was planning on perhaps not going right to the edges, leaving the dark thing as like a crease. Does that make sense?
Yes, I know what you mean. Crease.
Shadow.
Yes.
Yes.
The Battle of Creasy. Yes.
Battle of Cressy. Oh no.
Oh no, we've
won
a few centuries.
Yeah. We'll be here all night. You want to start talking about Cressy?
Yeah. That looks like a sandbag. Hell yeah. That's what we're aiming for. I think the sandbags are probably the part of these which are still the crinkliest from the 3D print.
Yes.
So
and that's why
painting them a solid colour and washing them could be an issue, but
I don't think we should. That's why I was talking about leaving the joins in the darker brown we've got underneath, because if we put a wash on it, it's probably going to bring up all those ridges.
Yeah, probably. Well, we can find out. It will.
Yeah, you didn't say
Yeah, same. I'm leaving gaps in between everything.
Yeah.
So I have a bit of definition.
Sandbag is awesome. So, one of the pieces of equipment that the German stormtrooper took into battle with him was sandbags.
Some empty sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Yeah, it's like when you reach the biggest problem in the First World War was not. I mean, the biggest problem was that everybody gets murdered in the first 5 minutes. But if you overcome that problem, the real problem comes that you spent so much time bombarding and so much effort that the enemy can send reinforcements your way, and you're going to get immediately counterattacked.
Yeah.
And the counterattack is going to be quick and vicious because they know the longer you're in there, the harder you are to shift. So they're going to try and counterattack you pretty much immediately, aggressively. And the parapet of a World War I trench and the firing step faces one way.
Yeah.
But also the full length of the trench is probably not being captured. But if every guy takes 4 sandbags with him, when you capture a bit of trench, you can block it off.
You can, yeah, very easily, actually.
Yeah, fairly quickly. Do you know what? There's a lot of around here.
All at the ground
Loose
cost.
earth.
The ground cost of 4 Hessian sacks per
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
No weight whatsoever. Yeah, it's really clever.
Yeah. Take it with you because the break in isn't as difficult as you think. You can do that with enough artillery and enough time. It's the keeping hold of it that's the problem.
Yeah, because the break-in's quite easy.
Well, there's the murderous machine gun bit, but yeah, holding it is the real problem from the counterattack.
I can hand it out to the people. I can. Does anybody have any movie suggestions for what I should watch to get into the mood for this sort of supernatural-ish World War One?
And he does mean horror.
I do mean horror.
He doesn't want to watch like a 16-part documentary of the First World War.
No, I'm good. I watched The Keep, which is a World War II movie from the I want to say early 90s. It's got Sir Ian McKellen in it.
Sir Ian? You mean Gandalf?
When he was younger. So, when he was before the Grey.
Right.
Although he was aged up for the movie, so he still pretty much looks like I expect him to.
Right.
And yeah, it was just a very weird supernatural movie about some people taking some Nazi soldiers taking a Romanian keep, and then it turns out that demons being kept in there by a bunch of silver crosses or something, and I really struggled to get through it. But the movie I actually want to talk about is Death Watch.
Oh yeah, which is not a Space Marine chapter.
Which is not a Space Marine chapter. No,
in this context,
it's what's the word I'm looking for? Only I can answer that question.
I think so. A few moments of it.
Yeah, you did.
Before we started the show.
I don't want to use that word. A different one. Anyway, a fairly low budget movie made in England, but at least by the English. About some Tommies in World War One. And they take a German trench, and it turns out that the trench is haunted.
And that's called Death Watch.
A variety of different things. I don't want to spoil it too much because it's actually quite a good movie, and I really enjoy it. I'd watched it a lot when I was younger. I don't even know if I knew it was World War One at the time. I just enjoyed it.
Chaps in Brody helmet in trenches.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it's the only World War One horror movie that I can find at all. World War Two, easy. Loads of Nazi zombies out there. And more interesting things than that. But pretty much nobody seems to have done one about World War One. I just don't know if there's the market.
I feel like there's loads, but I can't think of any.
No.
I don't watch horror.
No. Big thing for me. And so Will Raymond Daltrey has also clearly watched Death Watch. Because some of the monsters that are available in this, the hostiles that are here, are things that are stripped straight out of that movie that I've not really seen anywhere else. Like towards the beginning of the movie, there's a German who's hiding in the mud, and then there's just mud monsters in this game, where it's people that come out of the mud and attack you in close combat from really close. The big one for me is the barbed wire monsters, which I've not really seen anywhere else, and they look quite similar to the ones that are in the movie.
Right. I mean, these are two iconic First World War things, mud and barbed wire. So, I mean, if you were to sit at home and think, I need to develop some monsters for a World War One horror setting.
I need to personify a trench.
Yeah. I think you come up with those two fairly readily.
I guess so.
And if you were born British, you were, learned all about this stuff in your English classes and read horrible poetry about it.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Well, I'd like to know if you've seen the movie. Because again, there's so little horror out there that's available that to make a horror game and not end up watching that movie by accident seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
Unless he just doesn't watch movies, I guess.
And I think we get the feeling the guy's into horror, right?
Yeah, I definitely do.
5 games or so with a horror theme.
He certainly captured the Hammer horror feel for somebody who hasn't watched any Hammer horror. So I'm guessing he has probably watched it. I'd love to know. Hey, maybe we will. Maybe have the opportunity to ask one day.
Giving that Vincent Price vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
is that who the shopkeeper is? There's a guy that you buy equipment from.
The quartermaster.
Yeah. Is he going to be Vincent Price?
He can be.
We need to get a Vincent Price model.
There's nothing stopping him from being Vincent Price. I don't think that them having models is important unless it's Vincent Price. I guess we do need a nurse model.
We need a nurse.
Yeah, because that is actually in literally mission 2. I think there is a nurse that we need to rescue.
Right, Nurse Hemorrhoids.
Nurse Nightshade, I think, which is just a play of Nightingale, right? But
for a horror setting,
yeah, I think Nurse Hemorrhoids works better.
Nurse Hemorrhoids sounds legit to me.
Yeah. Yeah, so as the missions go, I'm trying not to read it too hard because I actually want to enjoy the missions when I get there. That looks fine. I think it needs something because it really stands out.
Oh, I wanted it to.
Okay, well then we'll stick with it.
I wanted it to pop.
It kind of needs to for the camera as well, doesn't
it?
Yeah,
I think so.
One of those things that
I think that
the average person doesn't need to worry about so much when they're making this stuff.
This is going completely against the grain of my views on scenery.
Yeah.
My view on scenery is that you shouldn't put too much work into it. And I'm not saying that we are here.
Yeah, no.
Certainly on the painting side, because you don't want it to stand out above your models. I think we have a problem that our models are in very drab colours, and then we have a mud and trench. So I think the sandbags on them were the only opportunity I saw for any colour at all.
Yeah, it doesn't stand out too bad. I mean, it doesn't go against expectation, I guess.
Yeah,
more what I mean. You expect the sandbags to look different.
Yeah.
No, I wish they were bigger, but I do like these trenches.
I think yes,
and I think it'll work for our purposes really well because we do need it to, we need to be able to look at an angle that's roughly the angle that this camera is at the moment.
Yeah,
and still be able to see that there is something in that trench.
Yeah,
it'd be closer, zoomed in, obviously, but I think it'll work for our purposes really well. And again, I think that you've got plenty of buildings floating around. The buildings that were around 30 years later weren't that different, except all the ones that got destroyed. So,
yeah,
your average sort of farmhouse that got smashed down in a field in order to build some trenches around it probably wasn't that different from World War One to World War Two. So,
yes,
I think we'll get away with that. We'll have a dig through what you've got. And the terrain itself isn't that unusual. It's not a big part of the game, like having all the different movie monsters is, kind of thing. So you could make it a big thing. Well, I guess what I'm trying to get at is the scenery in Trench Crusade matters. It's part. Yeah. It's a character,
right?
As part of the game. Whereas in this game, I think the character is in your warbands, which is why I put quite a lot of effort there, and then just am fine with this being some nice trenches. There's not the characterfulness doesn't need to come out of the scenery.
Yes.
I'm sure if you did have characterful scenery, it would add a lot to the game, but I don't think. Well, you perpetually have to think about things as a channel rather than just thinking about them as things that you have. So we can't make super special mega trenches for science fiction half games because you probably want to use these trenches again at some point.
Yes. Yes. So I think the thing with that is to think about like making one or two pieces more distinctive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we talked about that in relation to this bunker.
Yeah.
This one with the square lid. I'm not sure about the square lid, but that's a weapons pit, World War One.
Yeah. Whereas that one?
That is, I don't know what
that nothing.
That's a science fiction.
Yeah.
That's a give a kid a crayon and ask him to draw you a bunker.
I was looking for the lid for this. Not put it behind. Yeah. So this is the distinctive one.
But the point with that is you make that one distinctive.
Yeah. Put a flag on it.
Is that one? Yeah. You make that one more science fiction-y, and the other pieces are more generic. That's kind of where I am with that.
I just tried to grab that. I might put some paint on there. You got so much on there, don't matter.
What?
Give it a
shake.
Give it a shake. I'll give it a brush of clean.
I'm working so quick that my brush doesn't need cleaning. Or more importantly, I don't want to thin this paint anymore than it already is.
It's already a bit on the edge.
Yeah, it is.
We were talking about dragon meat. So the meeting that you had with the dragon meat people online.
Oh, yes. So the dragon meat people, it was me.
Mm-hmm.
I was there working the game therapy stall, as I usually am at these events these days. And also on the Dragon Meat stall, on the game therapy stall with me was Bethany, who hasn't been on the channel before. Mm-hmm. But she and I are in a little writing collab now. She's part. I mentioned to her we're writing the D module specifically designed for
me a little bit of it. I've had some spoilers.
Yeah, so that is so she was there. I was like, do you want to come on this because this is what we're doing? I'm trying to remember now. This is really awful. It was only a week ago.
I mean, I'm sure it's premium entertainment talking about last week's stream on this week's stream.
Yeah,
I think that's how you do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And not being able to remember. So there was the guy from the Bazoo channel. Well, as I say, it was interesting to see someone in the kind of. So he's one of these guys who's getting into YouTube later on in life, and is going kind of straight into the deep end. So that like the production values on his battle reports are pretty good.
Nice.
He's putting a lot of work into it, which I think to get started these days you kind of have to comment from that sort of angle. And he was just an interesting person to listen to. And then you would have really liked a chap who Mirror Manga introduced me to, and he does Oldhammer stuff.
Lovely.
He's called Olden Demon.
You had Olden Demon on.
And Olden Demon on the show.
A channel I genuinely watch every video of.
There you
go. That's such a shame I wasn't there. That guy's great. He's good fun.
Great. He was very playful.
Yeah.
He was really nice, and it was.
I'm annoyed now. I should have been there. I was busy last week.
And
that would have been fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
You win some, you lose some. At least you got an in now. We'll have a chat with him some other time.
Well, I mentioned that you'd have been disappointed that you weren't there, and John.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely John.
John loves all of that Oldhammer stuff.
More than I do, even. Yeah, no, he's got a great channel. He's done some stuff with Warcrow and things as well recently. The new Infinity but fantasy game that they've got going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which feels like it's gonna blow over pretty quickly, to be honest. But they're certainly putting a lot of effort into the universe and the branding and all that kind of stuff.
Infinity's been around for a little while now, hasn't it?
Yeah, Infinity has. I'm never sure why it sticks around for as long as it does, because I know a lot of people who've bought some models and sort of wanted to get it going, but it's quite a complex system. And I think a big part of the draw of Warcrow, the new one, is that it's a much simpler system than
Warcry.
Warcrow.
Right, this is a new Infinity system.
A new Infinity system for fantasy.
Right.
Well, the people who made Infinity have done a new system, which feels a bit like Infinity, but it's different and for fantasy.
Right.
But they've got their own universe in it. They've got their own scale, which is quite interesting. It's more like, rather than 28mm heroic, it's probably more like 30 to 32. It's a bit bigger, but true scale rather than heroic scale.
Right. So taller guys.
Yeah.
But with normal sized hands.
So taller and thinner with a normal head. Yeah.
Who wants a normal head?
Something I'll never be referred to as. Yeah.
It's tall and thin with a normal head. That does not describe me, sir.
None of us.
None of us.
Yeah. John's got the tall and thin going on, but there's 2 requirements. So he's been doing a bit of that. But a lot of it is, I think he's part of a painting thing as well, where they're still painting, like you can't, it's Golden Demon, but the starting requirement is the model has to be from 1994 or earlier.
Right.
Something like that. But it ends up using a lot of modern techniques to paint older models.
Yes.
Which just is fascinating. Right. It doesn't feel the same. Slightly.
No. But you not still need those Goblin Green bases.
Oh yeah, I think that might be a legal requirement. I don't think
I
don't think that's a British government issue. I don't think that's
right.
anything to do with the competition. So fun channel. Anyone who's here, go and look at Golden Demon. It's just a good challenge.
Yeah, I mean, if you're here watching this now, you probably watched him talking last week, and it was a lot of fun. Because he said he doesn't stream himself. He's only ever done a couple of live shows.
Right.
But yeah,
you should.
He's Mirror Manga seems to know everyone. Being at one of those stalls with her is just like a endless parade of people coming up and hugging her.
So she is a hugger. I'm led to believe.
I mean, if she knows you, yeah. I'm not inviting people to go up and hug her.
Oh yes. Wasn't my intent. I get what you mean.
Yeah. But yeah, she is really well known in the community.
Right. That's good.
And it was actually her suggestion. She was like, "Oh, you know what Mike does? He has people on after an event on his things, and I did that once after the UK Games Expo.
Yeah.
But actually, I've decided it's not a bad idea actually.
Yeah, you can get some eyes on, can't you?
Because it means for the viewers, it's totally different content. It's like completely different people who you wouldn't normally see. But also for me, it just kind of consolidate. What did we do? And who did we meet?
Can someone here please remind me what I did this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and then it has therefore a little bit of value for the channel.
Yeah,
it helps forge relationships with people you might do work with in the future.
How are we dry brushing with this? Are we going concrete or are we going?
I think that should be either concrete or metal.
Ooh,
bit more sci-fi looking than if it's metal.
I like the metal. That's a good idea.
You make it rusty metal, and then it will look really different from the other one.
Technical, we've got a thing, but Trench 11 is a I can click on it, can't I? There we go. Look at me learning. Trench 11 is a World War I horror film, Canadian. However, not seen it, so it could be Pants. You know what? I'm up for a Pants horror movie. It's almost my favourite type. Death Watch is great. I do love that film.
Right. Definitely not Pants.
I'd watch it again. Trench 11. I'll give Trench 11 a go.
Yeah, Trench 11.
I have a suggestion, and I will take it.
So, what are we thinking, guys? If I move this down, you think the sandbags are too light? I think they're right.
I think that's fine.
I think we need to think about the kind of the visual component of this.
It's all right. You can go there. You can go there. They fit. He stands out. But even though this is like a crap camera from a mile away, I can still see there's a blonde man stood there. It's mostly the blonde that's doing the work. Nice. That'll work. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I was thinking of a warmer color than Rakarth Flesh when I was imagining it, because I'm imagining proper sandbags, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
Which is not what we're after.
More like a Zandri Dust.
Yeah.
To refer to the Citadel paint range.
It's a bit lumpy. We'll be all right.
It's a lump.
There's
the lump.
The lumps will come in.
Oh, we're doing. James, would you believe we've been at this nearly an hour?
Oh wow!
I know,
right? Done.
We didn't get them
What
done.
a shock!
Yes.
I was hoping to get them mostly done. The wood color is what I'm worried about now. I think.
Yes. Well, so my point with the sandbags was the wood could definitely be better, but at a pinch, it would do.
Oh yeah, this works already, doesn't it? But,
I mean, the fact that it's exactly the same as the.
Yeah. I think if we get maybe a warmer, like a Scrag brownie kind of color and run it over it.
Yeah, I think
we'll get away with that.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it's usable, but it's not really what we want.
Not quite there yet, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That initial dry brush is doing so much work. And you can't see any lines. The layer lines are just gone. Because the dry brush is out from the actual base of the model itself.
Yes.
It's not just the filler that's doing work. It's like the paint can't get to those things.
And I don't know about you, but I was more overbrushing than dry brushing.
Yeah.
I was trying to avoid light linear stroke because I felt that they would maximize the chance that that I did end up pulling the lines out.
Right, we're nearly there.
We are nearly there.
Got a little one. There's room for one more.
There's room for one
Go
more.
on. Treat yourself. 1, 2, 3.
Only a handful of sandbags on here.
6 handbags on. Handbags? Sandbags on this entire thing.
So while you're here, James, we need to talk about whether we're going to do a Christmas quiz this year.
Oh my god. Yeah? When will we do it?
Well, we'd have to do it
soon.
The week leading up to Christmas, which is quite soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get involved.
I like to do it.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Because we didn't do it last year for one reason or another, and I think that's a shame.
It definitely is.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't, strictly speaking, have to be before Christmas. It could be between Christmas and New Year. But I think once we're in the New Year,
it starts getting dangerous. People get less available, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try and do it in the week running up to Christmas. Then. No promises. No promises on video.
No promises on video. I was hoping to solicit exactly that from you, James. Commitment was made, then the price is paid.
I'm happy to do it. See you can get involved.
But we need more than just the two of us.
I'm happy to put together 5 slides or 7 slides, including an intro and an outro, with some questions in the middle.
Oh,
considering where
you're prepared to do one round of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making a round of questions.
Yeah.
So it depends on who we can get involved in making rounds of questions, doesn't it? We want at least 5 rounds.
Oh, we normally have more like 10 to 15.
So, but those were different times. Those were different times, Kaiser.
Those were different times.
when everyone had the freedom to pretend they were working and make 5 slides instead.
I did enjoy the quiz.
It's good. We should do it.
Something was a little bit different.
All right, you've twisted my leg. I'll do 2 rounds.
I did 2 rounds. Look at that. We're getting there. We're getting
Go
there.
on.
Yeah.
And if they don't get used this year, they'll get used next year.
Well,
if we save it up for 3 years and I do 2 rounds every year and you do 2 rounds every year, we'll have a good one by 2029.
Yes. Yes. Believe it or not, Mrs. K normally does a couple of rounds.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Even though
she puts them together as well, doesn't she? Like,
yeah.
People send in their questions and some pictures, maybe. It's only me who actually gets PowerPoint out and puts the work.
Because I mean, most people just submit stuff. Well,
look at how they turned out.
I think that is looking pretty good, actually, as scenery. So I think it's usable in that state, and I think we'll go a step further.
Yeah.
We'll get this finished off.
We're always after a step further. But not 2.
And maybe next time I finish these off while you work on something else.
Yeah, that could work.
Or vice versa.
Or I finish these off while you actually finish the models you're going to be using.
Finish the models. Paint them.
Or finish your gang, like your crew, because you still haven't worked out all of the stats for it yet. You still got to work out who's got what agility and strength.
Oh, you talked about stat cards.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to formalise that.
Yeah.
Yes, I did all the non-boring work.
You did all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
All right, guys. I think that is ours.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out with us and watching us paint. If you have any comments on, is it too much? I mean, I think it's a little bit bright, but it is what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a bit more defined.
I like it.
I think, especially if this was in metal color, a rusty metal or something, it starts to look different. Yeah, I think the trench line is going to be quite distinct because of how light the sandbags are.
Yeah,
it'll really pick it out of the battlefield. Anyway, that was us. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully with a quiz, but maybe with some more of this. Who knows? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.